because we're going live.
Right.
There's your warning. How we doing?
That's as much of a warning as you lot are getting. I don't even know if anybody's in yet. Yeah. Yes, hello, Craig.
Hello.
I don't think anybody's in yet. Oh, they will be. They will be.
There you go, Craig.
Yeah, in Craig. Yeah. Tyler is in Craig.
Oh, Matt.
Oh, Mel.
Not my place.
Welcome in on that note, Mel. Hey, Lee. Hey, Martin.
Lee, Martin. You all right, guys?
So, what have we been up to this week?
Not vast amounts.
I'll say we've had the heat you guys had the week before over here.
No.
You muted it, unmuted it, then you yelled.
Time in, mate. Time in.
I know.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Yeah, I met up with Lee and Lisa on Thursday and met Terry.
Yeah.
Did you avoid the Jeep?
Yeah, I avoided the Jeep and gave Terry a little gift. Well, I found one of those hand grenades with a number on the pin, and it says "take a number."
Oh yeah, for the
Complaints department.
Fucking hand grenade, honestly.
I mean, it's better than how it was years ago, Matt. I remember it was probably like 2010-ish. They had like the spoof magazines where you could sit and order like the stupid little gadgets, like the Think Geek stuff. You know, it was like $3. You can buy a mind you can tell it was at one point deactivated freaking grenade and have it delivered to your house. They just drilled a hole in the bottom and snapped the fuse off. I'm like, you could tell it was actually, because when you unscrew the top of it, you could see where the actual igniter was that shut down from the spoon. And they just really ripped it off, screwed it back together, drilled a hole for the bottom, and said, you can sell that now.
Yeah, now you can just buy real hand grenades instead.
Yeah.
Well, especially with how easy it's to like channel crap over here.
People manage to dig them up and then take them to the recycling centre.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Sorry, I was watching a magnet fishing video the other day, and guys were over side of a bridge, and a whole duffel actually got stuck to the magnet. And they pulled it up. It probably had 200 or 300 like mini explosive rocket rounds in it. And so they called the police. You know, hey, you bring the bomb squad and take these away. They got screamed at by the police officer. They're like, "This is why you're not allowed to magnet fish." He's like, "Because we got explosives out for you." Exactly. They should have stayed there.
They should have stayed there.
They literally got screamed at by the police chief for being there, and because they didn't pull up a brand piece of scrap metal, they pulled up explosive, and that was a problem because they didn't want that messed with.
I do often wonder what are the qualifications in America to be a sheriff?
Dude, you realize that you know how you'll see those signs, like might not see more over there as much, but like say an apartment or a building goes up for rent, you'll see they'll pop up something like that. We have those stapled to our telephone poles for jobs for the police department.
Wanted village idiot to be policeman.
No, next time I'll drive by one, I'll take a picture for you guys. They're actually everywhere. You know, actively looking for people and sign on bonus and this and that, and oh yeah.
Wanted racist bigot must be member of KKK to be sheriff.
I mean, you've seen some of the stuff in media over the last couple of years of local police doing stuff like that. So it's
I seen one today, actually, an American sheriff doing something quite nasty to a black person. But
Mike,
another
Hey, Mike. Well, see, that's the thing, Martin. It's not the police force that are the ex-cons. Those are the current cons that just get away with it. Now you have all of the actual like aftermarket security firms and shit. Yeah, those are usually either ex-military with a little bit of a screw loose or ex-cons.
I love it when Tyler misses things in chat. It's great.
The stupid little React icon was over his comment. I didn't see it. God damn. Wait.
Well, I mean, that's a fair point. You do look about like, you know, like a smart price Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, but I haven't lit my biscuits on fire recently.
Is that like no? Let's not go there.
No.
Village Idiot, perfect job for Tyler. I actually, yes, I do think he well, I think he could be overqualified.
I think Tyler's looking to move to New York to be Village Idiot.
Okay.
Well, no, if you're gonna do it, you can go over to California. I mean, they let the Terminator be fucking governor.
That's true.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The sad part is he actually, political wise, did more than most politicians ever did. He actually tried.
He was a politician, you Burke.
No, I'm saying like career politicians.
I always liked the one with Clint Eastwood when he became mayor and banned ice creams at a seaside. That was great.
No, that was brilliant.
What a twat.
It's like, why? Because I don't like.
That's true, Martin. Village. There you go. President Flint.
Yep, you have just qualified to become the next president.
Mind you, if you became president, that could be useful.
Oh, I would fuck shit up.
No.
I didn't mean in a bad way. I mean, it would
we could influence you. We could influence you.
I have signed an executive order. All the liquids must practice in them.
Think about it, Matt. If that were to actually happen, right, and you were the influencer, same thing we have now. We have out-of-country influencers telling the president what decisions to make.
Exactly.
So nothing would change.
Just think of the. Well, I mean, there would be a lot of changes. I guarantee you.
Well,
there'd be quite a lot of changes. The first one would be 50% of anything made in America would be donated to the UK. Money.
Oh no, just food.
So
reparation.
No.
Reparation.
Food.
Exactly. No, Craig hit it. Reparations for your traitorous act.
Yeah.
For your treason.
No, watch. Matt would rewrite one of the bills I was going to sign into office. Into effect. What is this little small print? Really? We have to have haggis and blood pudding in every supermarket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And proper fucking tea. I'm going to grab a box of fucking tea bags, and all they have is this flavored, all the other. I want a plain bag of fucking Yorkshire tea.
All American beer would be destroyed.
So we're doing the whole tea in the harbor thing, but for American beer.
American beer.
That's gonna have to be a necessity. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Oh, I think another one would be anybody playing Kiss songs would be taken out and executed, as particularly
that should be worldwide.
Particularly Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons would be taken out and shot.
Oh, definitely.
Well, sorry, you see what they? I think it was like Texas or Tennessee, somewhere in that area. It makes sense. But apparently, they have the death penalty. They have brought back the firing squad for death penalty. But it's not going to be like military or anybody like police officers during the firing squad. They're going to let random civilians come in and shoot the people.
There you go. We've sorted it.
Yep.
We actually might be able to turn things around if we do this right.
See?
I'll give him that one.
We've solved your problem.
We've sorted out America's problems.
We get rid of all Americans.
The current one's trying.
Don't joke.
Oh.
Honest to God.
And one of the first things to do another one, major one, ban the teaching of creationism in American schools.
Well, don't you love how we have that whole big thing from years ago? You know, the separation of church and state and education and religion. Yeah, that worked out really well, didn't it?
I just like the fact that this week that Gene Simmons put a post up on media, on his media outlet, saying,
Oh, God.
anybody who doesn't like America, you don't need to come to America. We don't want you here. It's okay. I don't want to come to America. I don't like America, and I don't like you, you fucking retard.
You know, he definitely took that American mindset of how wonderful am I and just ran with it over the years, didn't he?
He didn't really use his brain. He just sort of took it and poof.
Yeah.
No, he tried to use his head, but he kind of got confused on which direction he's supposed to be
A
flipped.
bit like his musical career.
Yeah, that was my last as well.
He had an idea, and he just ran with it, and it turned into Kiss.
If he didn't have a proper like business mindset for the way he did things, it wouldn't have worked the way it did. Especially the fact that that was the music you were using.
I mean, come on, you got to admit, we've got to credit Kiss with one thing. It did mean at least 3 of us got an hour's kick.
Yeah.
In my case, twice.
Yes, this is true.
Because Kiss played Monsters twice.
Yeah, both times they were terrible.
I was like, complete shit.
Yes, complete shit. Yeah. We were talking about this before the show, as you might have noticed. We were talking about Gene Simmons. All I want to say, why is it, right? You've got Gene Simmons, who's what, in his mid-60s or nearly 70.
I said, he's got to be nearly 70 now.
Dancing around the stage in makeup, in that crappy outfit. All I want to see him do is get to the edge of the stage, his heels buckle on him, and fall off head first.
Gene Simmons is.
He didn't do that. We have like the trap door, you know, the stage access door, just kind of hinges breaking. Right. Yay! And it has to be right at the end of the show, or actually, preferably the beginning of the show. But you know,
no, I just want to see him fall off those platforms and break his ankles as he's walking on.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, I've never been to a Kiss show, but I've seen different. They are the most walked out band I think I've seen in general. As soon as they start playing, you see a good half people just start. No.
They are
part of another, lineup. Feel like, I want to hear this band. Yeah, we're not going to stay for that part.
Oh, you saw them at Download as well. Did you fall asleep, Martin? If so, that makes 4 of us.
Ahoy, Steve!
Ahoy, Steve!
Hope you're well, buddy. More to the point, fuck Steve. I hope Jasper's well. He knows I don't mean it. I hope they're both well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't really done much this week. I've ordered some more music, as usual. That's that.
Usual.
Yeah, I've ordered
Did you pre-order the Anthrax one?
No, I haven't ordered any Anthrax yet.
You might want to say album after that, because it doesn't sound very great if you just say you didn't order any Anthrax yet.
Yeah, you pre-order the Anthrax, yeah, album.
It came in a really nice envelope.
I've got some Anthrax in a bottle. I'm going to send it to Trump.
Why did this letter make me
see that on here? See that on here.
I'm sure worse things have been said about him, to be perfectly honest.
I guarantee worse things have been said about him.
Quite often by us.
Well,
yeah.
probably by people he considers
Quite
his
often by his own
friends.
cabinet.
Right.
Yeah, do you know, it's funny that I got some more Prodigy this week. I picked up some more Prodigy because I was missing a couple of albums, Mike. And I do like the Prodigy. You see, that's a good idea, Steve. Get completely pissed and then you can't remember it.
That's called the defense mechanism.
You think that's how everybody else besides, Gene does it, just to be on stage when they're just completely pissed before every show? At least that way you see Gene walk on stage like, hey, the funny clown.
Good album, Mike. Fat of the Land.
That Fat of the Land is a good album. That album got me in so much fucking trouble though with my ex-wife.
Do tell.
I accidentally left the CD on the stereo and didn't put the remote control out of reach of the at that time very young boy. Well,
it was Smack My Bitch Up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the way home as he's walking back with his mother, all he was doing was singing "Smack My Bitch Up." The following Wednesday, when he was dropped off with me again, I was in so much trouble for that.
But you know how long I mean it's up all weekend. All weekend he was singing.
He was singing it at school on Monday as well.
Oh no!
Because I was told when I dropped him off at school on the Thursday.
There is nothing wrong with that track if you actually know the meaning behind the track.
Mm-hmm. I think the video is quite good. When you're in the middle of the woman.
It's a very clever video.
Very clever. Very clever.
Yeah, I do like the Prodigy. Always have done.
I don't know what you mean, Robbie.
It is true, though.
Well,
I'm not denying it.
No, you can't deny it.
I was going to say, how would you?
You can't really deny that one, mate, I'm afraid.
Look, just because I might have blown up one or two things and...
Yeah, a school fucking lab.
Now we're on about terrorist attacks. This show's going downhill rapidly.
Look, I liked chemistry. I found the recipe for nitroglycerine.
It's not
the
difficult.
Chemicals were on the side bench.
And then he left it next to the lit burner.
Yeah, they were, Martin. They were.
No. The side benches had air vent heating system.
Yeah.
So the air vent was pointed directly at the small flask of nitroglycerine I'd made.
Mm.
And it started bubbling.
And Bill went, fuck.
Bill ran like fuck.
That would have taken your eyebrows off.
Yeah.
The shockwave managed to open the main front doors of the school.
I just wish I could have seen that look on that teacher's face when they first realized what happened. Bill, I gave you that book, not for this reason.
Never said a word.
Well, yeah, because he would have been too.
He couldn't say a word.
Right.
No.
It's not my fault. I was given a book that contained the instructions.
It's not your fault, but you didn't need to make it.
Right.
I was curious.
Yeah, and curiosity killed the cat.
Well, it would have
I managed to run out of
when he got caught in the
Yeah, I
Caught in
managed
the
to run
bottom.
out of the fire exit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike. So you found a teacher with access to certain chemicals that didn't have the know-how not to mix them. I said, hey, put that and that together. See what happens.
No, Robbie, I'm not dyeing this beard. The beard is staying the same colour. It will be staying the same colour. Unless I go completely nuts and decide to dye it something like bright red or green or.
I just figured depending on what you had for your Sunday dinner, that's what color it would be the next day.
No. There's no gravy in it. Well, I don't think so. Hold on. No gravy. That is the worst thing about having a long beard.
Like, same as I am.
It's the worst thing about having a long beard is if you drop. You've noticed eating rice. If you drop rice,
I was gonna say anything that's like has like flakes to it, like croissant roll, something like that's that little flaky bits to it. Let a couple of those get in there and get really in. You're sitting there. Oh yeah.
You save like half your dinner for later.
Yeah.
And there's always that guy that has to do that dad joke. You're saving that for later? Actually, I fucking am.
Oh, yours is definitely gone chrome, hasn't it, Lee? See, Lee's lucky. His has already gone chrome. I'm waiting for mine to go. Mine's just got them.
You just got these little like Wolverine patches going chrome.
Yeah. Lee's has gone the full chrome.
Yeah.
And he has got a fine beard.
Whitby has no Spanish connection.
What yours has? I can't think of a Spanish connection to Whitby, particularly.
I say, Mike, yours just went so chrome though that you had to change your name, man.
I mean, there's a few connections to Whitby to sort of some of the Nordic countries.
Yeah.
But not sort of Spain.
No, not especially.
Oh, Robbie, I'm not from Whitby. I'm from all over the place.
Yeah,
I'm not from Whitby.
One place to a new place.
Yeah.
I'm not from Whitby originally. I'm from East Yorkshire.
Born in Buckinghamshire, grew up in London, lived in Reading, lived in Boston, lived in Ireland now.
And like everybody else from this state, I'm still in Ohio.
The Silver Surfer.
So, biggest mistake I ever made was I was going to buy a house on Early Street. I should have bought it. My mother was, you'll never park your car on there on match days. What do you mean park my car there? I'll be at the bloody match. Because everybody in Early Street had a discounted yearly pass to go see Hull play.
Yeah, Robbie, coconut custard for me and Bill, actually.
Yep.
Oh, now Craig's on it too.
Mm-hmm.
I might have a ball of concentrate in a basket.
That's a good connection. That's a good connection.
Yeah, instead of buying the 30 ml, I could just buy the 4-ounce bottle and do it that way.
You know,
Being a custard, it needs a decent steep time anyway.
no, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
I thought you guys were just using it because you liked it that much under a couple weeks steep. Is that really all it
Honestly,
needs?
you can get away with 2 days. Well, I got away with the day. But
You also put 600 mils in
I
that.
mixed, yeah. When I first mixed it, I was vaping it the following day.
No, I thought because you just enjoyed the flavor
I
of that.
thought I'll take a tank off to see what it's like, and then proceeded to empty the bottle in 2 days.
Bill's not clicked who I am yet. Who is it? Coconut custard, Robbie.
No, you're right. I haven't.
You're going to kick yourself when you find out. It's going to be one of those, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see. It's not the guy you get your other coconut custard from, is it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Hey, just because you enjoy it, Mike, don't mean you got it.
Oh, right, Kev.
Oh, that limits it. Oh, Kev.
Kev Smith.
Ah. Right. Well, that's that problem solved.
Well, he's a coil builder, isn't he?
Yes. Now I know you're on about.
Yeah, I think Mike's having a little bit of flashback from a certain Mancunian. If you're staring at your
Hey,
Evening, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Hope you're well, bud. Matt's always lost, Rob. Matt is always lost.
Matt is the lost.
Just I am beyond. Yeah. What are we going to talk? Oh yeah, tonight's subject that we came up. Well, Bill and I think came up with. Well, and Craig, we came up with because Tyler was too busy celebrating
Traitors Day.
Traitors Day.
Excuse me.
Well, you were too busy celebrating Traitors Day and your long, many centuries. Well, 2 anyway.
Well,
2.5.
2.5 centuries.
The half counts, right?
2.5.
Helping people who don't want to be helped, or trying to help people
Who ask for it but don't listen.
Yeah.
How do you cope with it?
How do you cope? Yeah, that's a good question. How do you cope with it?
Because it's something we've all encountered.
What, people who don't want to be helped as such?
Yeah. They ask for the help and then don't want to be helped.
I think it's a difficult one because if you push it something too far, are you in the wrong? Is it wrong to especially if you know somebody is in like a situation where I don't know, they're making themselves ill or they're doing things that they shouldn't, or for their own health, let's say.
Yeah.
Do you just say, well, stuff it, I won't help them? Or do you carry on trying to help them and hope that they listen? Or do you try sitting the person down? I don't know. It's a difficult one, isn't it?
But it's one of I've certainly encountered a few times where someone's asked for the help, and you can see when you're talking to them, they're screaming for the help, but then they don't act on any decent advice they're given or make any of the changes that they need to make.
I think everybody in chat saying the same sort of thing. Eventually, you have to sort of go, right, I've done everything I can physically and mentally do. You can't go any further with it.
Yeah.
But the problem is it always, or maybe it's just me, but for me, it makes me think, it makes you kind of feel guilty that you can't help somebody.
Yeah, it does for me.
But then if it's affecting your own health or your own mental health, yeah.
Well, then you got to balance. You got to try to hit of how much do you want to help, how much you hurting yourself in the process.
Well, I think if it's getting to a point where it's affecting other people, or it's affecting you personally, or it's affecting your physical or mental health, that's got to come first, I guess.
I mean, I know I've tried to help people over the years, and especially when they're in a really bad way and they're not, wanting to be around, put it that way. You don't want to stop helping, obviously, because the alternative, outcome's not a good one. But at a certain point, your own head kind of turns a little bit if you hear that every day and it's only negative and it's only, But again, you don't want to leave somebody with no help.
Yeah.
Well, I said, yeah, gee, I see where you're coming from. I never do it for gossip because I don't talk away from that person directly.
I think that's very true as well, Lisa. Is like you kind of have to say whatever you're going to say, whatever on what the situation is, and hope that a later date maybe some of that seeps into their brain, and they go, "Oh, yeah, maybe they are right. Maybe I do need to do whatever." It's a difficult one. A very difficult one. The problem is getting people to actually admit if they've got fault, admitting to themselves that they've got the fault.
Yeah.
Because it's not hard, it's not easy to admit that you're at fault in a situation always. That maybe you fucked up, that it was your own fault or whatever. It's a difficult thing to do. But in the end, it needs to be done.
That's a good point, Martin.
It's very true. That's true as well, Kev.
Yeah.
I do think that is changing. I do think with a lot now it is changing. More men are starting to think I can sort of come out and I can say my problem is, oh yeah, I've got some issues going on in my life because of whatever. And blokes are starting to be more willing to talk to people about it.
Well, it is and it isn't, though, I feel. Because, it definitely isn't. One way people are getting more open, and men especially, to talk about their feelings. But, unfortunately, it's like a lot of things right now. It's becoming popular to want to do this or do that or whatever. And if you're really, have an issue and you want to talk about it, you don't want to be seen as, oh, you're only talking about being sad because other people talk about being sad. You just want to be along the train with everybody else that's getting all this attention for being depressed or whatever.
Well, yeah, there is that. There is also some people tend to maybe use their situation to get attention. You know, possibly they use it as an attention-seeking thing.
I've seen people that literally have a bad situation and make it worse on purpose to get more, people's attention over it.
That's very true, Jay.
Very, very true. Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been there either on the end of a phone or in a chat, or I've even had a couple of people where I finished up. At the time, I didn't even have a car. I phoned a mate up, says, I need your car. Why? Somebody needs help.
Mm-hmm.
And then driven 100 miles. Get somebody through the night where they might not have made it otherwise. And in one case, I've had this person's parents, even now, will come up to me and thank me because they've still got their child. And I'm going back. Well, I've had a car 25 years.
No, Martin's got a good point, especially that, mine his age range. There's so many stigmas and so many, I'm just going to say it, bad ways that people were raised and things that should never have happened, for kids growing up over how many years. And whether it's mental things, whether it's physical things that happen to people and, other horrible shit, we're trying to break those stigmas. But personally, there's so many some days you get overwhelmed just trying to exist, let alone, you're trying to be a good parent or a good person in general, not mimic the bullshit you've seen, and you get burnt out and it's hard to even focus,
Yeah, but then you hit that thing of how would you get through to somebody to get them to talk?
Well, my option of hitting them repeatedly over the head with a hammer isn't a very successful one. And that is a joke. But
yeah, it's not always the most productive.
It's not a very productive one. No. I think you've got to try and get through to the person and make them realise in their own mind that their issues are not just their issues. This thing of somebody who's got issues for whatever reason, whatever that issue might be, they're not the only person on the planet who's ever suffered with that issue. That feeling alone, because they don't understand it. They think they're the only person on the planet who's gone through it.
I look back, I had a psychiatrist write me off as attention seeking. Walked into counselling, saw my counsellor, whose first words, well, first off, she fell off a chair laughing because of something that had happened while I was in the hospital. But then she went back to what this psychiatrist had said, and she said, no, sometimes people need attention.
Everybody needs attention of some sort in their life.
Yeah.
Somebody who they can talk to, somebody who will listen, somebody who will give them advice, some whatever. But I think,
I know I've used this. I've used the technique of talk to somebody, sometimes for hours, but then mirror back half of what they've said because they've already got the answer.
Yeah.
But they can't see it. So sometimes all I'm doing is literally listening to it all and moving back the bit that is where they could put it right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it's a difficult one because you don't want to overstep the mark with somebody. But at the same time, it's trying to get through to somebody can be really hard work, especially if the situation that you're looking at is you can see where they're heading.
Yeah.
Maybe some people need to reach rock bottom. I don't know. I don't think it's always a good thing for people to hit rock bottom.
No.
I still say lucky when I did hit rock bottom the third time. That was a total wipeout for me. I got some good help and good support from a couple of GPs and a second opinion with a different psychiatrist.
Mm.
And that psychiatrist, he's got various checklists for different disorders. And some of these checklists are like 100 different things that could be happening.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going through this checklist and he goes, "You don't have to answer yes for all of them." I says, "But all of these things have happened in the last 3 months."
Mm.
Mm.
And he's like, "Right. I have a good idea what's wrong with you. And I have a good idea something that will not cure, but
Help.
will treat."
At least get you on the right path. Right.
Mm.
Yeah. He put me on the meds regime along.
Yeah. I think sort of saying about the meds thing is the worst thing is this thing of people expect meds to instantly work.
Well, and they think that it's literally, like you said, it's an instant, like, oh, I'm just going to be happy in sunshines and rainbows.
Nope.
No,
you won't. And if you're given a prescribed medication, and Martin will probably agree with me on this, if you're given a medication, depending what that disorder might be, but if you're given a prescribed medication, just because that might work for one person, it might work for, say, Bill or Craig, it might not work for me. You've got to get the level of medication right. You've got to get, and you've also got to allow that medication to get into your system to work.
Yeah. And then if it doesn't work, it's got to have time to come out your system.
That's what I was
something
about to say.
else
That's the
to
hard
go
part,
into
is
your system.
exploring different medications. You're
That's
on
it.
one,
Martin's just hit something that's important. Is we are not psychiatrists or professionals.
Nope.
So at the end of the day, I would still push somebody to
recommend.
I would still recommend somebody go to get the right help.
Yes.
From the right people. And I always do.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, you've got to be, and at the end of the day, before they can treat whatever that might be, depression or an anxiety or panic attacks or whatever disorder, it's got to be diagnosed.
Yeah.
You can't just start giving people medication and hoping it might work. It don't work like that.
Come on, Matt. I had blood sugar problems, and they said that I was narcoleptic and gave me medical amphetamines. That would have helped.
Yeah, fucking awesome. What a good idea.
You know, I mean,
well, especially when you switch GPs, because the one you got it from was kind of a quack. You go to another one. Hey, I'm on this medication right now. This is what it's for. Blah blah blah. Oh well, we think you're here trying to get hard drugs from us because that you shouldn't be on that medication. You think I asked for it?
That's it. I mean, when I was put on this regime, and it is a regime because it's for life. and I was told so, and I was told what the side effects were going to be on my body. It was properly diagnosed, though.
Yep.
I mean, the psychiatrist I saw that diagnosed me was a very senior consultant psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Martin, it's not even just the price right now. You know how much shortage there are in a lot of psych medications right now over here? Like, I saw somebody literally yesterday that said they just took almost a month and a half break from their like ADHD medications and everything simply because they couldn't get them and had to full stop instead of just taking, one here and there. They had to just cold turkey stop medication until they get a new supply in.
I mean, yeah, that is really not
That's
good.
what's fundamentally wrong with your healthcare.
Oh, it's happening with more and more medications. That's the scary part.
I
mean, there's a lot of kids
They can be selling it elsewhere.
Great because of this.
And I mean, it's definitely what I'm on wasn't a quick cure. Apparently, my friends could see it after 3 months starting to work.
But
It was another 18 months before I could really see it. And then I had to learn how to live in a whole new reality because my head was working entirely differently to what it had been.
Yeah. And as Lee said back up there is, or drinking with medication or taking alternative, what you think might work as an alternative to taking the proper medication, or taking alternatives, self-prescribing when you should be on one medication and you're taking other medication on top of it. All you're going to do by doing that is cancel out the medication that you should be on.
That's true.
And that is be even more dangerous.
That is good news, Mike.
Nice
That
one.
is good news, Mike. Yeah.
Oh, just Martin, there's been so many things from those lovely tariffs that they're starting to put in place emergency, basically zero to negative tariff on things just to get shit back in the country.
That's true, G. Yeah, very true. That is. Yeah, like weed. Yeah, I mean there are certain things. There's certain things that with taking cannabinoids with certain medications are actually dangerous, seriously dangerous.
Yeah, we both take one of them.
I would say you guys the same thing. One you guys both take is big. You cannot have that put together.
And if you're taking, say, like cannabinoids of any sort, the risk with a cannabinoid is it or alcohol. They're the main two, really, but they can take you into, or LSD, mushrooms, things like that on a more serious level. They can take you into psychosis. Now, psychosis, that's a real fucking deep, deep, dark place because psychosis, the recovery rate for psychosis, as far as I know, Martin might be able to correct me on this, but as far as I'm aware, recovery rate from psychosis of alcohol or cannabis is between 25 and 35%. That's the recovery rate.
Oh, like overall.
So if you get psychosis through those, you're on a real you're in trouble. And believe me, you don't want psychosis. That's a.
I mean, yeah. I mean, my bipolar had reached the point where I was in psychosis a lot.
I mean, psychosis is
nasty.
It's dangerous.
Jeez, Mike, what kind of cocktail are you trying to create?
see, out of those, I'm not allowed gabapentin, I can't take amitriptyline, and I'm not allowed weed anymore.
Thing is, cannabis, if used in the right way, can be a very useful drug.
It can be.
If you can take it. But on certain medications or with certain mental disorders, it really is not a good something good to take. Alcohol, natural depressant. I mean, how many people fucking drink and then moan about being depressed? Exactly, G. If you're taking cannabis as a dosed, that method in a dosed way, it's a very good drug for the right reasons. If you're just doing it to get high or to get out your tree or something, I suppose that's when you're risking. That's when psychosis and things come into play.
In this case, Lee, it's not me.
Willy-nilly.
Willy won't he? Oh,
I don't know if
Willy
you
won't he?
mix the willy-nilly with, Matt's lovely t-shirt, Bill, you're kind of,
But I'll be honest, like I say, it took over 2 years for me to get used to the reality I now live in.
Yeah.
Because it was so different to what I'd been used to for most of my life up until then.
Now, was that because you were feeling like something else was going to come down the road to fuck it all up, or
there was for quite a while. I was waiting for the fuck up.
Right.
And once I got used to the fact that fuck up wasn't coming,
was that when
I had to learn to live without the extremes that my life was lived in. Because my life was, if you draw a graph of somebody's on a sheet of paper that size, put a line through the middle, and most people's, the graph stays on the sheet of paper. Well, mine bounced off the ceiling and the floor and didn't spend much time on the sheet of paper.
Suppose there was also the coming to terms with the fact of all that happened as well, and the guilt that you may have had when you've taken things out on people that not necessarily should have had that. I suppose that's part of coming to terms with it as well.
I don't think I really took it out on anybody I shouldn't have.
You only took it out on yourself.
I took it out on myself nearly most of the time. There was one occasion where I turned around and punched a woman in the face. Apparently, I have no recollection of it. But this is what I say about being in psychosis.
Yeah.
I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
And not that I'm trying to sound harsh, but have you forgiven yourself for that?
Yes, because looking back, I know how hard she was pushing me.
No, what I mean is, have you forgiven yourself for the levels that you were at for so long? That's what I meant.
Yes. Yeah, I've had to, because I can't change it. I can't apologize for it because I wasn't in control of it. The bipolar was at the extremes and it was in control of me.
I can answer that one, G. Why Bill can't take them. It's the same reason I can't take it. It's one of the medications that Bill and I both take.
And it can trigger seizures.
Yep. It's a great medication, and that isn't me being sarcastic. It's a great medication for keeping you on a level kind of keel.
Yeah.
And it works. It really, really works well, carbamazepine. But if you were to take cannabinoids with it, the risk is, because it's the type of drug it is, the risk is it will put you into grand mal fits.
Yeah.
That's the risk. And I don't think I will ever come off carbamazepine. Well, I've been told I'm not allowed to come off it.
So have I.
Well, didn't they try to do something with it at one point, Matt? And you kind of looked at them like, go ahead, I'll stop taking it for 2 days, but I'm going to hang out with you for the entire 2 days.
Yeah, no, they did talk about at one point trying to stop it. Then they looked at the records and they looked at the history and they changed their mind after that. Extremely dangerous. It's an extremely dangerous drug. Carbamazepine is an extremely dangerous drug, but it's also a very good drug if used properly.
I mean, it's to get the right dosage took 6 months.
Yeah.
Starting off on a very, very low dose and gradually increasing it with blood tests in between and reaching the point where my body didn't metabolize it out of my bloodstream in less than 12 hours. And you've got to build it up until your body's not metabolizing it before you take your next dose. But it's why Matt will tell you, and I can tell you now, I know if he's missed a dose, and he can tell if I've missed a dose. Because after 24 hours, if we miss a dose, we're all over the place, both of us.
Well, I'm all over the place at the best of times, but even more.
I'll say the best.
Yeah, you get really random, and I get really fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, I get really random. It gets hilarious.
He doesn't just get random though. The rabbit holes get really
the conversations
dark very quickly.
Extremely strange. The conversation with me is extremely more.
I remember that it was a while ago. We were all sitting there talking, and I don't know what you said, Matt, but Bill just goes, "Hey, bud, how many tablets do you have left that you're supposed to have left? Do you have a couple extra? You want to go count them?"
Yeah, you want to go and... Oh, shit, yeah.
The worst one I ever did was, it was before all the stress of the Misfit show one week.
Oh, yeah, that was, we'll call it stress, yeah. Fuck.
And I'd forgotten, I thought, I've forgotten to take them. I haven't taken them. So off I go, get me tablet, take them, and then come back, and I was like, I didn't feel right.
You took it twice, didn't you?
Double dose on carbamazepine. I'd upped it from 1,800 milligram to 3,600. The legal prescribed maximum limit for those is 1,600. And I'd taken it to 3,600 milligrams. It was an interesting night on the Misfits.
It was a show night too.
I was a.
Oh no!
I've only once done it where I took my tablets twice. but that puts me right on the legal limit. But technically, it's 1,600 milligrams in 24 hours, Matt, which means I am on the limit technically anyway.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I was actually talking to my sister about that because she's a nurse. Said over here they are starting to use carbamazepine a little bit more, but the maximum per day you can use here is, I think it was twice a day at 300 milligrams each, so 600 total per day.
I'm on 800 a day at the minute.
In answer to that question, Martin,
The legal maximum per day is 16.
Yeah.
My go-to for like things like that will either be music is my go-to, or reading books. I read books. I find that helps my brain a lot.
Now, I have a question for you.
And the other one is writing poetry, the same as me.
Yeah, writing. Yeah.
You and me both have very similar escapes as well.
You guys ever notice, like, you actually have certain escapes you use to keep yourself, you know, mentally stable and everything else?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I've got 3 kids. Having alone time to do these things is very seldom without interruptions and everything else. The more I try to do those things that calm my head, the more I get interrupted, you know, during those, and something chaotic happens right in the middle of me trying to calm my head. It makes you not want to do those calming things much because you know, you're not really getting anything out of it at that point. You get more and more frustrated.
Well, at that point, you need to seek medical intervention.
Yeah.
Well, back when I had the time to actually do, like back when I built full time, it was so much better for my mental health and everything else. But every time I try to do something, you know.
Music for me, Kev, will be, Jesus Christ, my music genres are varied.
Just tell them the size of your external hard drives for your music, Matt. That'll explain it.
It's mainly metal for me, mainly metal and thrash. But there is other stuff in there, some folk music in there, prog rock, also writing lyrics, like Bill said, poetry. Reading is usually stuff like classic poets, so it will be like Shelley, people like that.
Shelley, Keats,
Usually quite dark stuff.
Byron.
But I find by going to the dark side with stuff, especially lyrically, if I'm writing stuff and my lyrics are dark, as Lee will tell you, they're very dark at times.
I can imagine the lyrics that haven't made it into production. He's like, they're good, Matt, but we're just going to put them on the table.
Yeah, we'll just put those over here. Just leave those there. No, they are quite dark, but they work because, and Lee does the same thing with writing music, and so does G. You know, they use the music to get if you're pissed off,
getting it out of your head and everything. Yeah.
You're angry, you're going through a difficult situation where something bad's happened in life. They'll use that to get those lyrics out.
Well, it's like I've said frequently, and people who know me locally know, if they can hear Pink Floyd, particularly if they can hear The Wall, stay the fuck away until the album finishes.
Yep.
Because that album is a complete cycle.
Yeah, it is.
I'll say I've used, like you told me to the one day, Bill, that album really does, from start to finish, go. It dives, and it really does bring you back up and right where you need to be at the end, and you know,
it takes you through all of your extreme feelings.
Yeah, or
whether it's highs or lows, it takes you through all of them.
Possibly,
so you need to be able to do that start to finish, not stop somewhere in between.
Possibly listening to a bit of Cathedral or Obituary.
Oh, and there are other albums as well but that is my ultimate reset.
Yeah.
If my head's really gone, that goes on and it's on a loop.
I like that, Mike. Host Planet
Gee,
Sweep.
what is that line? That's line from a movie. I know it is. Just exercise the demons.
Nothing wrong with that, though, Kev, releasing yourself in a book. Because you can. It takes your mind away from everything. You haven't got to think about how much the gas bill is or what you've got to do and why you've got this bill and it's gone up or whatever. You can think about what's going on in the book.
I mean, book-wise, for me, it'll be poetry. The poetry, though, generally is dark. It's a lot of Byron. But my alternative is I go into sci-fi, into the sci-fi fantasy world. I mean, I read the original book of Dune in 2 days.
Yep.
The first time I read it, and I read it in 2 days, you've got to remember, it's got a 100-page dictionary at the back of it to explain what half of it means.
Yep.
So you're reading through, and it's like, what the fuck does that mean? Dictionary. And then go back. And there was the first couple of times I read that, I used that dictionary more than I read the book.
Do you know the other one that's great for that? Terry Pratchett books.
Terry Pratchett books are just
a complete mindfuck.
The problem with Terry Pratchett books is if you get the audiobook, you'll miss half of the joke.
Yep.
Because the jokes are word plays.
Yeah.
And they only work when you read them.
Yep. Very, very clever, though.
It's when you go to such great places as Jelly Baby. The way it's written doesn't look anything like Jelly Baby. But then you say it aloud. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
How can you hate Terry Pratchett?
And Dune wasn't just a trilogy. It was 6.5 books.
I've worked it out why Mike hates Terry Pratchett. Mike is, in fact, Cohen the Barbarian.
Cohen the Barbarian.
Cool.
You see, it's because Terry made Cohen the Barbarian only be able to eat soup.
Soup. I'm sick of soup.
You know, I never think about till we have these conversations, but I haven't actually sat down and just read a random book in so many years.
Well, try it.
He still hasn't got to the end of Where's Wally?
No, it's Waldo, and I found it. The nice striped shirt made it easy.
Did your mum show you where he was?
Only the last page.
Dune is very relevant today. The clever thing about Dune, though, is the way it breaks down rivalry of 3 religions as well.
Yeah. Very relevant at the moment. Where's Wally? He's in the White House.
Well, yeah.
Pressing his Diet Coke back.
That's it. He's nuked Iraq. He was aiming for Iran. Yeah, we know.
Hey, they both started with an I. Okay, he was close.
Oh, don't start with the Hot for Teacher video. Oh, the drum solo at the start of that is fucking epic.
This is when you'd put on the one and we just sat here and watched the beginning like 3 or 4 times just for that solo.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Van Halen, Hot for Teacher, the drum solo is awesome.
See, the problem is I'm a big Tenacious D fan, and I've seen that stupid movie so many times. I hear the name Van Halen, I'm like, he has the pick. He has the pick of destiny.
Do you know what I don't like about it's Jack Black. I can't watch anything with Jack Black anymore.
Oh, the recent Jack Black stuff's been kind of horrible. I'm not going to disagree. The original stuff I actually liked when he was just being goofy Jack Black. Now he's trying too hard to be this actor and, like the serious role thing. And that's not who he is.
No.
No, say, gee, the thing with the second 3 books, second trilogy, if in effect, is the way the Bene Gesserit split up and reformed with so much distrust between each other.
Uh-huh.
It was a perfect metaphor for the Jewish faith, Christianity, and Islam, and the distrust between all of them.
Well, I mean, that's what it was written really to sort of get that point across.
But the whole thing, the whole separation and going out into the universe and then coming back, the distrust it created was unbelievable. And then they started to realize that because circumstances had changed, their focus had changed. And
all religions.
They're not easy books to read, but to be honest, none of the Dune books were easy to read. But
yeah, it keeps your attention.
Oh yeah, Frank Herbert. The only ones I won't read is I won't read the ones that were continued by the family after Frank Herbert died.
Yeah, they absolutely screwed him up.
They
completely.
They murdered him. They took away the narrative flow that, in the case of some of it, was built over 2 books.
Do you know another book? I need to reread Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I've actually never read the book to that. I couldn't tell you how much I've seen the film, but that's obviously nowhere near the same as the book. Anybody's read anything and had a film made about it, they're never
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is another film with a lot of parody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the ultimate way to you don't read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because it was originally written as a radio play.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
That I did not know.
And I've got the whole trilogy in 6 parts.
Yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think it was so well done.
But yeah, I did have one of the original scripts.
Wow.
With the characters, the actors' notes in the margins and all over the place.
If we're on about poetry and you want good stories, James Joyce, Ulysses. At the minute, I'm on my last book. I will need to get another book of. I need to get some more books from the library. I keep borrowing books. From the
No,
library.
gee, we're not. No.
I'm on my last book of Oscar Wilde at the minute.
Yeah. What you mean? Ode to a small piece of green putty I found in my belly button.
Yeah.
On a midsummer's day.
It was Armpit. Armpit?
No, that was the sequel.
All
Yeah,
right.
well, no, wasn't the there was one more continuation, but there was one in Sussex. It was the whole thing.
No, she was the worst poet ever. It was a schoolgirl from Sussex.
Don't get tired of reading a bit of Edgar Allan Poe.
That actually of the poet that I did actually read a lot of, like teenage years wise, that was who I read. I read The Black Cat, The Telltale Heart so many times growing up. The Pit and the Pendulum was a great one too. I always loved the way he did that one.
He did a lot of very good.
The way he did his scenery through his words really just
Thank you, mate.
you could really visualize what was going on. You know.
Hey, I like Peter Rabbit books.
Only the pictures.
Yeah, only the pictures, but
Yeah, but when he opened the one page and it popped up, it frightened him a little bit. You know?
it did frighten me, to be honest.
Yeah, and finished up in a pie.
Mm.
First book that got me into reading. God.
Escort.
Escort.
Or Reader's Lives.
Playbirds.
It's an albatross, though, Bill.
The original Playbirds were hardcore.
Welding Grannies.
All I can think about is freaking Billy Madison now. The beginning of that freaking movie.
Oh, fuck's sake. First book piece of proper serious like poetry I remember reading was Oscar Wilde, and it was The Importance of Being Earnest.
I can't remember what was the first one. I read so much when I was a kid.
I'll say for me it was Hatchet, about the boy lost in the wilderness and everything. That was a well done story.
While I was still at junior school, I had to get permission from my mother to use the adult section of the library because I'd read everything by the time I was 8 in the in the kids library up to teens.
That I figured out his middle name, Bill Matilda. Oh,
but yeah, I think I was 9. I had to get permission to read from the adult section of the library and get an adult library card. Because I was reading 6 books a week.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of like stuff that I read early. I mean, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I remember reading that.
I read that when I was about 11. And
It's
Dracula.
Yeah.
well, of course, I grew up in the Harry Potter time frame.
Oh,
You
good
know,
God.
No, I was still reading classics when I was 11, 12.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone again.
they've actually made that book too.
Yeah, we know.
I just find Harry Potter books incredible, and I have read a couple of them, but they're just so
Slow.
shit.
Have
I
you ever
put
read
it this way:
Dragon series was good.
it took me longer to watch the films than to read the books.
Yeah, those put me to sleep.
Yeah, that's why it took me
I was
longer.
gonna say
To
that's
watch.
why.
I'll
It took
tell
me
you-
2 weeks. It took me 2 weeks to watch the films.
I'll tell you another series of books that I read when I was probably about 12 was Tolkien.
Yeah,
Lord
I
of
read
the Rings.
Tolkien. Then I got into Clive Cussler and oh God,
I'm just trying to think of other people at that time
Just-
I'd have read.
Well, see, Mike, you're not supposed to down the whole bottle of wine and then read the book. That's why they kind of dance on you.
Depends on the book. Sometimes it's better to be pissed when you're trying to read the book.
What are you on the Gene Simmons biography?
I mean, I
Right.
bought myself a Chromebook, which has allowed me to start reading again. Because I found I can't even hold a tablet to read for more than about 10 or 15 minutes.
Dolly the Sheep Does Dallas. That's the Welsh book.
How did I know you were going to make that about the Welsh?
Definitely up Tyler's Street, that book.
I am not Welsh.
No, but
Not my hobby.
you do like fluffy things.
You make this always so bad.
Denial.
And penis bones of various animals.
Just only one.
No good trying to deny it.
One too many. One too many.
Hey,
Who's got the noisy bastard seagulls? That's me. But there's no air tonight, so I've got the kitchen window open. So
he's training them now. He goes to town, they'll follow him and take people out for him.
But I mean, if you want a heavy read, some of Richard Dawkins' books are heavy.
Oh, if you want a heavy book, a heavy read, what I've been reading just lately, Dostoevsky. There's a heavy read. There's a good book for you, Dostoevsky, Tyler.
Now, is that a single book or is that just the writer for, you know what I mean?
Oh, he was a Russian writer and philosopher.
I think you talked about him a little bit, but not detailed enough that I know anything about him a whole lot.
It's very, very. Most of it is about religion, politics, and his thoughts on the world.
Yeah.
And it's extremely dystopian and dark and depressing. And
so a Matt Chandler, bedtime read.
Honest to God, I can read like maybe 3-4 chapters out of it and then go, yeah, that's enough.
Damn.
Oh, sir, I've managed to read the first chapter of War and Peace 6 times.
Yes, but there's a problem with that, Michael. How can we read the Masonic Book of Emulation?
Emulation. I thought he said emulsion.
The Masonic Book of Gloss.
Sorry, mate. Just joking.
I'm not. Not our fault. He's the rolled up trouser leg brigade.
The Masonic Book of Eggshell.
Gonna curse us in a minute.
The curse of the soggy slipper.
No, Dave's not.
Yeah. How to cut in on in 5 easy steps.
The Masonic. I am quite interested in some of the Masonic books.
Well,
What was that?
excuse yourself, Craig.
What?
I don't smell anything.
I was closing the
Your flies?
conservatory door. No, the conservatory door.
Rip gas, bud.
No.
Wow.
I
Oh,
need to put some
very
WD
close.
on those.
Yeah, no, maybe it was Mike. We all just heard it from here. Woke himself up.
That's it.
Mike's just let one rip.
Can be heard on the south coast of England.
Be heard over in
Coast of America.
I've read most of Arthur C. Clarke's books.
Did you ask him?
No, I just broke in.
He did actually do some really good books, to be fair.
He wrote some good books, but he also wrote some absolute trite crap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. It wasn't the volcano going off.
It was Mike.
I was going to say, I thought about the ground shake a little bit. And we're not the area that gets earthquakes, so I was kind of concerned.
Yeah, he's set off Mount Etna.
I mean, it's better than being sat on it.
Depending
I definitely wouldn't recommend sitting on it at the moment.
depends what sort of curry it was.
I was thinking the same thing.
2001 was okay. The second book got a bit weird. Oh, Old Faithful.
Hey, I understand your friends, Bill. You ain't got to call, Mike certain things in front of us, man.
No, he said he wants to set off the geezer off in Yellowstone Park. That's Old Faithful.
Yeah, if you set the geezer off, there's a real problem.
I haven't read the third one.
Is there not anything in Ohio we could blow up?
Cornfield?
Have you still got a tire factory?
Nope.
Brick factory?
Nope. The only thing you've got is they still have the hangar for the Goodyear blimp, but that's it.
Ah, that's where Donald sleeps.
A lot of hot air fits in that building.
Yeah.
Fill it with hydrogen and light paper.
If you do the proper, thermite dope mixture for the skin, that way it's lightweight still. And
that would have been for the 250th year celebration. Set Donald off.
No, speaking of this, so you guys all saw the state fair they did on the White House lawn for that, right? Now, we all obviously have eyeballs, and we've seen, the number of people that were there.
On it.
Did you see that? Now, mind you, they always had news coverage for this. It was probably Fox or whoever, mind you have 3 news anchors doing this whole big conversation. They've got the live feed behind them.
Oh, anchors.
There's thousands of people out here. It might not look very crowded, but there are thousands and thousands and thousands of you're shoulder to shoulder.
There's
There.
2 people
I
walking
can
across
see more
the
grass
lawn.
than I can people.
There's 2 people walked across the lawn.
Right, and literally, maybe all 3 of them in this conversation were back to back agreeing. Like, hey, there's so many more people here than it looks like. It's so crowded, you can barely even walk out there. Really?
All 3 of
I'll
them.
fly a kite in the middle of that and not hit anybody.
I
Time for a Dalek break.
mean, there's
Slippers, not the
Yeah.
slippers.
Mhm.
2 days they actually had to close it because it was too hot.
Right. You know,
I
Craig, I
bet-
love that
bet
your
Donald's
screen is
est-
right below Matt's, so it looks like you're like, where the fuck do you go?
Donald's estimated numbers for per day is probably about double what they got in total.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it was a daily totals were only what, like 50 people.
I mean, it was so bad, half of the bloody state shows were shut.
No, it was so bad. There was more people working the vendor spots than there were people to buy things.
Yeah. It was a joke.
As most of his, productions are. But
Yeah, well, it's like
like that fucking UFC fight.
it's like the stage show that was put on yesterday. There's more people on the fucking stage. Yeah, it was embarrassing.
Oh, absolutely. And think of how many, of the music groups that tried to get to perform these things, and everybody pretty much turned it down. They're like, cool, we're going to use the president's backup military band to play YMCA so Trump can dance.
The president's backup.
pretty good. He couldn't really do the Y very well. They were just, but they pulled the strings hard.
I would have thought they'd have had Kid Rock.
I'm really surprised they didn't.
No, apparently even he turned it down.
Mm.
Man, not enough money. I mean, given the last, actual world that anybody saw Kid Rock and actually paid to see was Joe Dirt. So,
You know, that whole state fair thing was just an
embarrassment.
yeah.
Debacle.
There have been better state fairs than that, which was supposed to be a World's Fair.
Well, World's Fair, but no immigrants. We can't do that. Maybe that's why the numbers were so down. Everybody that would have been there, he's like, no, we don't like you.
Everybody is welcome in America, so long as you
Or
are
they
Aryan.
didn't want to pay for the ticket. They didn't want to pay for the ticket either.
That's a good question, Craig. I wonder what the tickets were to actually go to that.
You had to pay.
I would assume it's Trump.
Yeah, of course.
You're on White House, properties. They probably charge you an
he-
admission fee just to get on the lawn.
He probably gave away about 250,000 tickets for the military, and even they didn't turn up.
Yeah.
He probably gave tickets to people and probably payments to get certain people there.
And they didn't show.
Mm.
And they were like, fuck it. Watch Netflix, go to the fair. Oh, fuck it, Netflix.
I mean, he could do the fair in a prison and tell the prisoners you have 2 options: stay in your cell and have your daily activities be as lovely as they always are, or you can come watch me, talk on the stage for 15, 20 minutes.
Stay in the cell.
I'll stay in my cell, man. That's fine.
So, yeah, fun. Lock the door.
Mm.
I mean, let's be honest, Trump should be in a prison.
Well, this is true.
I mean, at this point, though, he's doing so much construction to the White House. Can we just add some steel reinforcement bars and all the windows and doors? And, he wouldn't notice a difference. He'd just walk in circles in one room anyway.
No. What you do is, he's now allowed to build this bunker, isn't he? They've allowed it.
Yeah.
They've had to because he's demolished that much bloody stuff.
Right. So you say, right, Mr. Because he always got to be involved in everything, hasn't he? He's not got a clue what he's doing, but he's got
Oh,
to
absolutely not.
So you say, right, Mr. Trump, if you go down and this is where we've dug out and this is where we're going to fill with concrete and fill the fucker with concrete while he's in it.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Bury
a
him
good
alive.
idea.
Yeah, but you don't want him messing up the concrete curing. So we throw a little like sulfuric acid in
believe
first.
me, if you put about 1,000 tons of concrete on top of him, he ain't ever getting out.
No, but think about it. Then you have there's one problem with that, Matt. One big problem I can see. Now, we've all seen fossils, dinosaurs and whatnot. Imagine how many years from now somebody having to find a fossilized Trump.
He already is.
It'll be orange.
You find any bones? You'd find, a couple hinges here and there, some metal wires to run the arms.
I was going to say, all the orange dye will slowly seep through the concrete. You'd have a 200-foot orange stain in the floor.
Why is the drinking water for the whole U.S. turned into Sunny D?
Yeah,
well,
but if you
kind of seeped into the water supply.
Well, if you put the first lane of concrete in, put a screed over the top, rebar, then put the second pour in, another screed, that should help seal it all in.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not saying that I've thought about this in any way at all.
The logistics are very not. Yeah.
Where's my notebook? I've got the plans here written out.
Oh, they're to go with the plans I've got here.
Yeah.
I've also got the formulation for the
said, I do have a book around here.
I should stop this conversation here.
Honestly, I just don't know why. Well, I suppose we can't talk when it comes to leaders, but why nobody is got rid of him?
Going between Starmer and Farage and everything else right now.
No, we've got Burnham at the minute, haven't we?
We've got Burnham standing in the wings.
Now, is it any better?
Well, he keeps saying he's going to stop fucking about with things.
Yeah, but look at history. No matter where you are in the world, give it just the last 5 years. Anybody that said, I will not fuck this up, I will do it. No, you fucked it up.
Okay, name me a politician that you can remember who's got into power and hasn't fucked something up and done what he said he was going to do.
Good luck.
Well, there you go. There isn't many that I can think of.
When it's always the list of promises of this is going to change and we're going to do it this way and stop doing this.
I'll tell you something. Here's a scary thought for you, all right? And people will probably take this the wrong way. The only politician I can think of in history who actually did what he said he was going to do, actually did some good for his country, was Adolf Hitler.
In the early days.
That's
and
true.
The reason I say that is not because of what he did and the atrocities that he did, obviously, with the Jewish people and other people.
Well, right.
Which is horrendous and terrible. But he did do a lot to try and get Germany out of the fucking hole they were in and build business. And he built the Autobahns and he built all of these things.
Well, Matt, we've talked about it. If you go to his original political speeches and translate them word for word properly, it sounded angry because of the language he was speaking, but it actually was talking about helping the people and growing infrastructure for food and everything else.
Andy Burnham is not going to be any different to fucking Keir Starmer.
No,
he's just same sort of politician in a different suit.
As long as it doesn't turn into Andy, we'll be all right.
I was waiting.
And the only difference is he's going to be spending a lot more of his time in Manchester with the government.
Yep. This country is fucked. That's the only word for it.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Oh,
America.
You're not the only one.
Exactly. America at the moment is absolutely it's fucked.
I just love how oblivious people are. They're still, oh, well, this is getting better and that's getting better. No, it's not. They're just pointing at the last bit of reserves that they're able to grab a hold of.
That's better.
Or completely out.
That's better, Lee. Person, Chester. You can't say man anymore.
Or are we using they? What are we doing here?
Mansfield's not very happy.
Well, no, it's pronouns, isn't it? You can't use male pronouns because you might offend somebody who's female. Apparently.
Hey, I'm still I understand that certain things should have been named certain things in history, but why are we changing the names of certain things just because somebody got butthurt about it? Because it's the same thing for 75 fucking years and no one was offended before now.
Because it's been allowed to be. They've allowed it to be. Rather than somebody like all these idiots in London this week with the Pride March. Not that I have anything against Pride marches, but it was ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Rather than them saying, right, enough with the Pride marches. The Pride March originally, the idea was it was to get people who were either homosexual or lesbian to get them rights. That was the idea of the original Pride March.
Yeah.
It's not one Pride March once a year now. It's one every week.
Which wouldn't be as big a deal if it wasn't shutting down major chunks of areas where people can't even get through to go anywhere. And that's not even just the Pride. That's anybody that does these multiple marches every year. Is the march the problem? No, but don't make it impossible for people to live their lives at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, just think how close Lee and Lisa live to he, she, him, their field.
Fucking hell, that game.
I'll say, Matt, my head did the same thing you're doing.
It just sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? If somebody is male, they're male. If somebody's female, they're female. End the fuck. Just leave it alone.
No, what gets me is you have your pronouns, Phil. I don't have a problem using them. That's not my issue. My issue is if I accidentally use the wrong one and you flip off the fucking rails and start screaming and getting pissed and okay, I'm sorry, I guess that I offended you, but why the fuck did it offend you that bad, that fast?
Yeah, but it's got to a point. It's got to a point now where it's almost becoming a criminal offence for us to use the wrong pronoun.
Well,
sorry, that's just wrong. You chose to change from male to female, right? That's your prerogative. If you want to do that, but now there's a lot of them wanting to change back. A hell of a lot of them.
Yeah.
And it's all coming out the NHS pocket. Well, I'm sorry. You chose to chose to go from male to female or the other way around. If you fucked that up and now you want to change back,
that's your problem.
Either pay for that medical treatment and get it done, or tough. There's a lot of people who need medical treatment for things like heart replacements, lung replacements, liver transplants, kidneys, serious cancer treatments, and all these things. And the funding is going to all of these other things.
Well, and not just that. like I understand like the gender thing as far as like the reassignment, and in certain cases, I do agree with it. My issue is when you're having kids, and I mean it's literally kids going through these procedures and hormone changes when they're not even old enough to have their personal hormones settle.
The issue I'm having at the minute is there are more and more and more cases of gay couples, right, being given and allowed to adopt children. And more of these cases, it's coming out that these people, not all, but quite a few, are turning out to be paedophiles. Now, I'm not saying everybody who is homosexual or lesbian is a paedophile. What I'm saying is it's getting worse, the amount that are adopting children.
Well,
they need to tighten the laws up.
There's people that are that way inclined. They go, oh, this has been an issue so long. I can be less red flag and less red tape if I do it this way, and then obviously horrible things happen. I mean, do you see a story that was seen? It was probably I want to say 2-3 days ago, in the past week, anyways. Here in Ohio, they found a house in a small town of like 700 people. There was 4 adults living in the house and 16 kids from ages 18 months to 18 years, all locked in the basement.
Yep.
They said even the 18-year-olds could barely speak, could not read, could not write.
Yep. But we can't say anything against these
4 people. They are so methed out, it is ridiculous.
I mean, I've said this before because I got in trouble when I posted a comment about an article to do with trans rights and all that. I said, I don't have a problem with trans rights. I have a problem with the way some of those people overreact to the point that they are being like terrorists.
When it gets violent and everything else, depending on
their reactions are so extreme, they are terrorist actions.
Militant transgender people.
Yeah.
And I can think of one straight off the top of my head. I'm not going to say the name, but I can think of somebody, and you know that person.
We already know.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm sorry, but when you sit there and you constantly in my face when I'm doing something, and you constantly, you've got to call me this, you've got to call me. I haven't got to call you fuck all. I'm offended. I don't give a shit if you're offended or not. Not my problem.
Well, they're being offended by a general whatever. You're not saying they're being derogatory. You're not sitting there being, abusive and verbally abusive and everything else. You're just having a regular conversation, and you didn't call me, but okay. Why are we screaming over it?
You go through all the medical operations, okay? You have the top surgery and you have the surgery down below, right? You cannot change the fact that biologically, genetically, that person is still either male or female.
Yeah.
By genes.
But I said that again, represent however you want. That's not the problem. It's saying like those, far too religious, I'll put it that way, people that have to just be aggressive about making their point, or do one little thing wrong in their eyes.
Activists.
I don't care. You can have your feelings and you have the right to feel cool. And I will try to respect that. But if you're going to make it ridiculous, I'm not going to, you know what I mean?
Having said all of what I've just said, I also know there are genuine cases where people who have been born male or female have been born technically kind of in the wrong body, and they feel that they would be happier to be a woman or to be a man. Right? I don't have an issue with that if they're a genuine case.
When they do it the right way, they go through, they talk to the doctor, and they do it,
most of those people aren't the ones shouting about it. They just they might say, yes, I feel happier being female, and they'll go and have the medication and they'll have the operations and they'll continue their life. Okay. You can call me that if you want, Martin. You've called me worse. I just think it's ridiculous because the NHS at the minute are spending a lot of money on this treatment. A lot of money.
If there was, trillions and trillions of excess dollars to, to fund everything that needs funded before, I don't want to say before, but along the same, you have a serious, said you have cancer treatments you need, something like that. I'm sorry, that should be a priority. End of.
Yes.
And like Lee said, genuine trans people, I don't have an issue with. That's fine.
But we talked about before, it's the popularity aspect that people are using for whether it's mental health, with training, whatever, you know what I mean? Do it for yourself for the right reasons, and I have no issue. Doing it for attention or whatever you want to call it, or
exactly. How many celebrities, sons and daughters, are suddenly coming out of, I wanted to be born a woman. I wanted to be born. Fuck off. You're doing it because you want fucking sympathy and you want fucking time in the news.
Oh, so you want the
attention.
Yeah.
Grow the fuck up. I ain't got an issue with the genuine cases of people who genuinely, no. But I don't think it should be a priority on the NHS. I really don't.
No.
Because there's plenty of other things that could be dealt with on the NHS.
Too many things that need dealing with.
Exactly, Martin. And that's wrong. The NHS is in a fucking abysmal state, as you know more than anybody. It needs to stop.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even get me started on Eddie Izzard. Why did you have to bring him up? Or it up? Fucking ugly fucking freak motherfucker. He's not even funny. I preferred Baldrick in drag.
Yeah.
Fucking Eddie Izzard wasn't even funny as a comedian, let alone what's he call himself now? Susie or something?
I have no idea. I have no interest in that person.
Bob. Well, if I got Rick Marley's, I always prefer I'm always happy of being in a dress.
Bollocks.
That's true.
I just can't stand Eddie Izzard personally. I just really don't like him.
Don't say talking about that. It's just made me think. Opening song of Manic Street Preachers, Holy Bible. Where it talks about he's a boy, you want a girl, so tear off his cock, tie his hair in bunches, fucking call him Rita if you want.
Oi, don't call say my mum's name.
Oh,
I didn't write the lyrics.
But it's fine every time.
I agree. I like that song though.
You guys can definitely go, I want to be called Loretta. And that's fine, Matt. That's fine.
Loretta, yeah, your mum's name.
I remember I showed her that scene the first time. She's like, is this? I'm like, yes, this is why we always make the joke.
But, that's, it's a perfect example of, that album was written, 28 years ago?
Yeah.
by somebody who was in serious mental distress.
Why are you going to keep the fetus in a shoebox?
Where's the fetus going to gestate?
Oh, don't start doing Monty Python sketches.
So say, think about it. Say we don't say, you know, but he has the right.
Oh dear.
Where's my coconut?
Why do you want to be Loretta, Stan?
I want to have babies.
I love that.
Yeah,
You want to have babies?
That sketch was so ahead of its time. It was fucking unbelievable.
It
It's
was.
done so well. In fact, they picked it right in the Coliseum moment where it was, you know, it wasn't a big crowd. It was just that small group. It was great.
But the thing is, that Manic Street Preachers song was so ahead of its time as well. It's saying, do what you want. We don't care.
He's got a wife, you know.
Do any of you find it in music when I say the name? Biggest Tickers?
Oh,
You've got a
the
wife
show really descended into
Incontinentia. Incontinentia buttocks.
And your father smells the elderberries. Now go away or I will taunt you again.
Can I have a packet of gravel, Mom? I mean, Dad.
Oh, God, it's turned into a Monty Python fucking show.
You going to the Stoning Miss? No, I can't. He's sick again.
Can you please be quiet? I can't hear anything you say. Big nose.
I say, Pontius, maybe I'd be of some assistance if there is a sudden crisis.
No, conjugate the verb. No. No, good. It's actually grammatically correct. Now don't do it again.
Finished.
That was a little bit of halibut.
The cheesemakers.
Well, I think it meant producers of dairy products in general.
Well, obviously not specifically the cheese.
Fuck off, I'm full.
Well, go on, just another wafer of thin.
This is only a wafer thin.
Oh dear.
Oh, gee, that's probably one of the best parts of that freaking movie. Arms for an ex-leper.
Did you say ex-leper?
You know, maybe I will go talk to him. But something, you know, not quite such a pain in the ass as leprosy. Just something beggable, you know.
You lot are rolling two different films into one here.
Oh yeah, we are.
No, we're rolling about 4 into 1.
And no one's asked for the holy hand grenade yet either.
The holy hand grenade of Antioch.
And you shall counteth to 3. 3 shall be the number. 1, 2, 3. And 4 is right out.
You can actually buy the holy hand grenade of Antioch, a boxed fucking.
Can you?
I know.
Oh jeez. Well, speaking of
Timu.
speaking of, display hand grenades, anybody really interested in that new Bogan mech?
No.
Who? Who?
I love they dropped the price. Oh, so they didn't just drop the price on it. That stupid little skull they had for the advertisement on it.
Yeah, only had
That
10.
is removable, and you can buy a whole variety pack of different things to put on it. They have accessories that you can put on the fucking fire bar, ranging from I think it was 15 US to 55 US for a little thing to put on the end of your mech.
Guess what they say to that?
Fuck
No.
us right off.
So yeah, I'm not paying you for a stupid emblem, a shit mech, and a shit tank on top of it.
It's not the mech that I have anything against. It's not. It's the fact that his emblem is on it.
You actually got a good point, because I'll be honest, I did look at it again when they dropped the price. The hammer finish brass, but didn't have that stupid fucking skull on it. For $100, I probably would grab one. But I don't like the fact that it has that stupid little skull on it.
I don't like it.
Well, the best part is he already has a stack section for it.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, all it is one of Oscar's mods inverted.
Yeah.
Right.
If I was going to go and have a mod
Swordfish-esque
with a side fire bar on it, which I've already got,
I've got.
I would sooner either go use the Atosha.
Yeah, I've got the Atosha, and I've got.
Or I'd go and buy one of Oscar's Hyperion.
You can do.
That's it. I've got both. I've got the V1.
That one was just fine too. That Time Vape one, that was a beautiful mech in itself. I mean, it's heavy, but it's a 30 mil mech.
Yeah, but all mechs are heavy. You want a mech to be heavy.
I'll fight you on that one. The weight difference between that and the one they the Hyper B2, given obviously it's not solid brass. But that weighs next to fucking nothing.
Yeah, but it's because half of the weight of the Hyperion is
Delrin. Yeah.
Delrin.
That no names. That's heavy.
Is it?
Oh yes.
I mean, it can't be worse than a Purge.
It's better made than a Purge.
Yeah.
Much better made. Exactly. I like Oscar. I really do. I spoke to him a few times. I think he's a really nice guy. He's not cocky about his mods. He's a very nice guy to talk to.
But the quality's there that he could be cocky about if he wanted to be, but he's not that type.
He's not. He's not at all.
But he actually has the room to be if it was going to be that way inclined. Oh, yeah.
Not at all is he that type of guy.
Yeah, I can understand why you went to Thundercloud to get the Hyperion 2 made.
Yeah.
Because he just couldn't keep up with manufacturing.
The numbers for that now.
The thing is, he's just Oscar, isn't it? I think on his own doing all the work.
Yeah.
And
the original Hyperion, we know for a fact, Oscar made.
I spoke to Oscar about doing a custom engraving for me on something because I wanted him to do me a custom engraving of Snaggletooth on the side of the mech.
Yeah.
And he was quite willing to do it, but he said the problem is the time period. It would probably take him about a year before he's got time where he'd be able to do it, fit it in to get it done.
Yeah.
Which it's like, okay.
Well, it's fair to do, though. I mean, if he's doing everything by himself by hand, it's going to take time.
That's fine. That's fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he really is. He really is a smashing guy. Really is. Quality of his work, as good as anybody's.
Yeah.
Easily. I still might get it done, don't worry, Lee. I still do want to get a mech with Snaggletooth on the side.
I'm still tempted to either take one of the Bear Brass Kennedys I have, and either send it to Palmer or have somebody engrave on it.
Ashton does really good work. Do you know the only issue I have with Ashton is not his work. I can't put Ashton. He does some top work, and yes, you pay for it.
But
the issue for us over here
you're
is
shipping.
if I send something to Ashton, say it costs $150 for him to do, which is okay. That's
Depending
not
on
bad.
detail you want done to it, yeah.
By the time he sent it back, because he always sends it back like proper insured post and all the rest of it,
Yeah.
he told me he's looking at $120 shipping.
Mm.
Well, you guys got to remember, even when we had the Misfits live and I sent the coils over, think how little that package weighed, right? That still cost me, I think, flat rate back then, mind you, 5 years ago, roughly, $45 US just for the shipping out.
Yeah.
The thing is, for us to ship a mod over to the, even if we do it standard shipping, we're still now looking at 30 quid.
And you're worried about
and you're worried about customs.
Well, not just customs. There's also the fact of after customs, if it makes it through, it's going into general USPS or FedEx, something like that. But they're not wonderful about handling packages with care.
Oh, mate. Oh, Martin, his resin stuff is top notch. Really is. There's no faults, no. Yeah, he really is. He takes real pride in his work.
Well, that's like the Death Mod boxes. They'll even put through warranty, if you want a high gloss of that, it's going to have, more lead time, which is a given. And say there's going to be spots. There's going to be minute imperfections in that clear coat because there's no way to get it exactly perfect all the way around. It'd be damn close, but they tell you that before you buy it.
I still want the
Zilla.
No, I want the one that they made out of the mammoth tusk.
Oh, good luck.
It looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, but what did they actually put price-wise on that?
It was quite expensive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a bit.
I think it was about $1,500. Oh, nice. What, and you didn't buy one, Lee? To be honest with you, Martin, it's not hard to make yourself. I mean, if you understand CAD, CAD's quite easy to work with. If you have any problems with CAD, give me a shout, because that's part of my engineering, was CAD. I've done designs for stuff. I had a design made and on my computer, still on my computer, for a couple of designs for mods in CAD, which was going to be made, but the person with the printer was fucking useless. Not that we'll name any names. I'll just leave it that it was a member of the Misfits team.
Are you quite sure about that? Sure about that?
Yeah, I'm quite sure.
Yeah, that's the name I was thinking as well.
Honest to God, it couldn't work out how to get. They usually have a glass tray at the bottom which you have to level.
Yeah.
He couldn't work out how to get that level.
What 3D printer?
It's so simple. It's idiot proof. It's not obviously Sean proof.
Okay, Matt, think of what you just said, and remember, glow pink, damn it, glow pink, damn it.
He did burn his finger on the 3D printer one night. That was quite fun.
What, on the nozzle?
Yeah.
I mean, the worst of it is you can buy the bubble disc levelers.
Yeah, but he's worked fitting kitchens. He's got a level.
I was going to say he should have plenty of levels.
Or does he not use a level when he puts a kitchen worktop in?
Oh, that's close enough.
There's all the pots.
No,
I was gonna say, he does the roll test. He goes up and tennis ball right there. It's only the roll's real slow. It's only a slow roll. It's fine.
Somebody's cut fucking glasses all slide off the end of the counter.
The place is haunted. No, you had a gobshite and saw your countertop.
Just some people should not be trusted.
I mean,
I know
think
so
though,
many
it was unlevel, but he didn't hit the water pipe. So, do you give him credit? Well, not really, but
I do know that Shaw once was fitting a kitchen and may have drilled through something worse than a water pipe.
Oh, a sewage pipe?
I think gas pipe.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's no.
A mains gas pipe.
And bearing in mind, the mains gas pipe, a mains gas pipe is 1 inch steel.
Yeah, he went through the mains gas.
How do you get that?
You,
a 2-second drill.
And over here, you have to then get the gas board out. They turn the supply off for that area.
For the whole area.
Yeah, we're not talking about that house. We're talking that whole area.
So now you pissed off every neighbor you've got.
They then have to come in. They will then cut the pipe or whatever they've got to do, and then refit the whole pipe.
And also charge the homeowner for it to be done.
Yeah, you're not talking, and with it being the gas board, you're not talking like a couple of quid here. That's
oh no,
yeah. Proof yet again, some people should not be trusted with anything more dangerous than
a plastic butter knife.
I wouldn't trust him with that.
He's right. There's serrations on that.
You know those kids ones you get for like 3-year-olds with the drill set, with the plastic drill.
I can still see him doing something though.
I can see him hurting himself somehow with it.
I can see him hurting himself.
Looking the 9-bolt.
No, there's a plastic one that's, as you push it, the drill bit goes in and it rotates. Playmobil.
That's doing well for Norway. Scored 1-up against Brazil. Give them credit there.
Yep.
I'm sure England have got their bags packed, ready to come home.
I mean, shoot, by this point, the Irish are going to come home sober and be pissed off.
The Irish were pissed before they went.
No, but they come back sober because they drank the booze out in the first 3 days.
They got stuck drinking American beer and they sobered up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thought of drinking American beer would sober anybody up that wasn't American.
Think how fast they come home and grab a proper pint, but it's the water of life. Like, yeah, compared to what you were drinking, that was just water.
In here, I've just got a set of Claptons at the minute, mate. I make my own Claptons, just stainless, dual core, 24 with 38 gauge wrap on it, stainless. Nothing special. I can't. My eyesight is not good enough to be wrapping with like 42s or 44. 44 gauge is invisible to me.
Not just that, the tension it takes to do that, show that snapping.
I did try 42 once, and it was like. Ting,
I've got a sex pulls over that I've got to look through. I think I have either 46 or 48 gauge in it. There might be a roll of 50.
You know, people like you, like Kev, people who do it like what I would call professionals. Yeah, that's a whole different. I know a lot of it. People say it's practice, which is true. And like G, yes,
it's also a lot of wasted wire.
It's practice, but for what I vape, and the way I vape, I'm quite happy with a set of Clapton coils most of the time, to be honest. And if I want a set of coils, it's easier for me to go to somebody like, say, Kev, or somebody and say, want a set of coils, blah, 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 whatever, and just buy a set.
Yeah.
I like doing my Claptons. I don't mind, I can do them. I wouldn't give them to or sell it or try selling them to anyone because they're not. No, but
well, Matt, even guys that build like how me and G do, and used to at least, is you have runs that you'll make they're flawless. You'll sell them, but there's ones that still function just fine. They're just ugly, and those you mostly use yourself because they function just fine. They're not pretty.
Oh, so his PC's thermal throttling now? Oh dear.
That's such a shame.
Do you know what, Martin? If it was anybody else in here and you said that to me and you didn't know about a PC, I'd try and help you. I'd try and help anybody. Try and, give a bit of information or...
Yeah, but is there really a point in helping someone that's just going to be... Well, we're not going to listen anyway, and they're going to be a knob about the whole fucking process.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, but the thing is, he pissed all the wrong people off. He pissed me off, obviously. I don't think G particularly is that really gets... I don't think he's fallen out with him, but I don't think he really gets on with him much now.
Pissed me off.
Nick, as in Nick and Jenny. I know Nick doesn't talk to him, and Nick knows a lot about PCs.
I mean,
Enders
royally with all the behind the back shit talking and everything else.
Enders is like one of those guys. If you talk to him about PCs, he's like some sort of freak when it comes to PCs. Well, yeah, he pissed you off, Lisa. So anybody who know anything about PCs, no, he's no. So we'll have to pay somebody.
People that were trying to be his friend at one point, you can't treat people that way and expect anybody to still talk to you. I'm sorry, but
I was going to say, Martin, his PC might have been high enough spec, but he won't have bothered with proper cooling.
And he cheaped out on the motherboard.
Well, he cheaped out on the motherboard, but he'll have cheaped out on the thermal paste for the cooling.
He probably doesn't even know the lifespan of what his thermal paste is. He probably hasn't replaced it either.
Fucking hell, he really did piss Lisa off. He pissed Lisa off more than the flat pack furniture.
Wow.
It's not worth it, Martin. You help people who
take advantage.
Would kind of return the favour in a way. Maybe not the same thing, but maybe they know something more about another subject. They might be able to help you out one day, or they just say, "Oh, thank you for helping me, mate." It's all it takes.
It's right.
Oh, vaping is killing me. Considering, I mean, he's got a new build now, that PC he's got for Twitch is a new build. And his old PC, he spent $5,500 on.
Jeez. You're spending that much and cheap out on the main components?
I don't think he's cheaped out on the main components. I think he doesn't know how to fit them.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but he cheaped out on the motherboard, didn't he, the first time?
Yeah. But He spent money on stupid things. He spent 500 quid on a case when you didn't need a £500 case because he wanted the fanciest case. It's like,
He also wanted the fanciest headphones and thought they would be thirsty for a glass of wine.
No, it was a beer.
Oh, was the keyboard the wine?
Keyboard was wine.
Yeah, keyboard was when he spilled and wrecked his keyboard. Yeah,
That he had for 3 days.
Yeah, his brand new set of headphones bizarrely survived.
Somehow.
Maybe I shouldn't have said, wouldn't it be funny if he just poured that beer over his head? Made me laugh at the time, though.
Lisa, that's the type of person he is. He's the type of person that even then, that was kind of, what you do for a living. You can't tell a wood blade from a metal blade.
exactly.
I was going to say, my laptop doesn't throttle, and I can sit there and do whatever I want on it, including gaming.
You know what you're doing with DIY, Lisa, so I just fucking ignore the dev. Honestly, he's just. Sean did it himself and it fell down.
No, that's reasonable, Lisa. Yeah. The metal blades are very pointy.
What's the issue with a woman using tools? If a woman,
Hey, you know what though? The tools aren't the problem. But Lisa, certain genres of music aren't, it's too aggressive.
fucking hell, Norway are playing well, 2-0. That's a bit of a shock for the Brazilians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and at 2-0, can't even call it a close shave.
Don't.
I was going to make a joke, and I held myself back from saying it, and Bill, you had to do it, didn't you?
Of course.
So what you're saying is the Brazilian team got waxed?
No, they forgot, and they weren't aerodynamic enough to make the goal.
Did they only stay on one strip of the pitch?
I'm not going to sink to your levels.
Yes, you are.
I'm already there.
You're just going to wait till we sign off the
Mm-hmm.
Fuck's sake.
I mean, not to be splitting hairs, but they didn't win. Bill's trying to hit his baby, can't even stop him chuckling.
I hope RAM prices and stuff will start coming down soon.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen either, unless they're very lucky.
I need to buy some hard drives, but well, I need to buy a hard drive. If not, I don't need multiples. I only need one.
Yeah,
a big one, but Lisa had a huge win yesterday.
I mean, I picked up a good value one yesterday. I picked up a 128 micro SD card for $1.99. I used that £20 voucher for Amazon the other day.
That's not bad, Lisa. Oh, I need an external, G. I've got NVMe and I've got two NVMe's in my laptop, but I need another external drive to back my music up to.
I said, me and Matt are using similar machines, and we've both got two NVMe's M.2 drives.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at hard drive prices all the time at the minute.
External M.2 drives are a bit expensive at the moment, Jay.
Mm.
They're about 150 quid for 2 terabytes. You want 5, don't you?
Ideally 4 or 5 would be ideal. That gives me plenty of room to back my music up. I think I've got there's a few albums I can get rid of because I've got doubles.
Yeah,
Well,
even then you've got at least a couple terabytes of music that you need to save.
No, I've got about 6.5 terabytes of music.
Jeez.
And I've got about maybe 8-9 terabytes of films.
I say you put my 3 terabytes of music to shame. I've got mine in more compressed files because mine are all in 192.
I think that's what I'm going to look at, Martin. Probably an external SSD. Because it's not like I'll use that SSD all the time. It is more of a pure storage drive. So speed isn't so much of an issue for it. It's
just the storage itself.
More space. I wish I bought one last year when the prices were reasonable before the AI bollocks came in.
Yeah.
Which it would appear the AI stuff is they're actually starting to maybe see that the AI future is not so rosy.
How would you believe that?
Well, they're starting to realise that things like Dr. Google ain't that reliable.
That's all right. We have what do they technically call it? Just Amazon Pharmacy and everything now, where you can go into Amazon and have a doctor see you on Amazon and prescribe shit.
No, we don't have that in this country. They're not allowed to.
It's more recent.
That's good, Martin. We don't need AI data centers. We really don't.
Not at all. It's just killing all kinds of issues with whether it's switching water supply issues, clean water supply issues, the heat output, the hard drives that are being, killed from the market.
I mean, I hate to say it, but America are one of the worst for it. Especially
they're everywhere over here already. Everywhere.
But I mean,
and they're not monitoring what they're doing, and as far as destroying the areas they're in, rolling blackouts and everything else.
Stupid.
The whole AI stuff, it's starting to seriously badly affect the music industry.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
That's a whole show just on its own.
Yeah.
It's
So join us
more,
next week for the continuation of hating AF.
there's more and more people using AI with music.
And claiming to be songwriters. No, they're not. They're just putting in a few ideas into an AI engine, giving it a style or two, and then getting it to produce a video to go with it, and trying to sell it as legitimate music.
Maybe maybe Metallica could get rid of Lars Ulrich and they could have AI drummer. It might keep time.
No, Lars Ulrich can keep time, just not with anybody else.
Yeah, his own fucking time.
Yeah, that's happening a lot, Jay.
Yeah.
But the other issue is they are producing really bad recordings, putting it through AI. You finish up with something that is completely fucking soulless.
Oh yeah, it really is.
Because the problem is, I can hear it.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
It either sounds awful or I simply cannot connect with whatever the music is because I'm audio responsive.
When it feels fake, because it is.
Mm.
Well, no, it just doesn't. It doesn't just feel fake.
Actually, that's his argument at the minute. Is it?
It feels completely emotionless.
If somebody uses AI to make an album or a song, does that make them a musician? And my argument to that is no.
No.
It makes them a programmer.
We're only a little over, Lisa.
Mm.
A little late, but
Oh yeah.
Right?
Lisa's told us off.
Oh, Brazil's.
Oh, they got 1 point by a concert. Oh, I mean,
Right, we've been told we better do our goodbyes, otherwise we'll be in trouble with Lisa again.
Oh, right.
Mm.
I mean, we usually are anyway. But
No, not always.
Most of the time, but
different levels.
yeah.
Well, it's a good point, Lee. I mean, at least whether people like it or not, at least yours is your own and is honest.
Have a good night, Jude.
Thanks,
See you later, Jay.
See you later, Jay. Right, whose turn is it? I went last week.
Probably mine.
I think it's Craig's this week.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Don't forget the group is there if anyone needs us. Hope everyone does have a good week. We'll be back again next week, and I'll pass that on to Tyler.
Thank Craig. Like always, I mean, over here this past week's been how you guys was a couple weeks ago with the heat and everything. I'm sure it's going to keep going up and down. So everybody stay hydrated, do what you can to, not overheat completely. Have a good week. You guys need us, you know where to find us, and we'll see you next one. Bill, say goodbyes, bud.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Not a lot to add to that, but I hope everybody has a good week. Take care of yourselves, take care of your friends and family, and pass it on to Matt.
Yeah, we will be back next week. If you need us, you know where we are, guys. So see what subject we get next week. But for now, I guess that's us done for now. So we shall see you all in a little while, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.